by our chairman. Minutes of meeting were read by the secretary, and the CFO has raised her concern that the CS or expense report has not submitted yet. Chairman postponed the matter to the next meeting and promised to invite relation officer for preparing the CSR reporter for next meeting. The board members approved the minute. The chief marketing officer present the detailed plans for the festival season, says that in coming soon. The CFO allotted necessary budget record for the promotional programs planned for the festival season. The head of global supply chain management raised concern about supply chain crisis. Head of human resource has produced the report about the impact of implementing human resource management system in the company. Chairman summarized the meeting, and the meeting was adjourned at 4:25 p.m. Are there any correction to the minutes for the meeting? If not, anyone approve the meeting?
Arrived from our previous meeting to be discussed in this meeting. We have invited our public relations officer to present CSR report of last quarter.
Today, presentation on the semiconductor chip shortage. So it is a very important and immediate discussion to be held, as we are in a global supply chain crisis for semiconductor chips. So I invite our supply chain and operations manager, Mr. Ash, to present the semiconductor chip shortage.
I'm here to talk about the shortage of semiconductors over our productions. Yesterday we have gone to our, we have a meeting with the several departments, and the production manager, production head of the department said that there is a semiconductor shortage is there. So as we imported our semiconductors from Japan and China before, so as of ongoing this COVID situations and Omicron's new pandemic situations, we are searching for another suppliers all over the way. So I already sent a mail to the repeated another semiconductors manufacturing companies. So I would like to welcome the ST Microelectronics representative here, Mr. Adithya. Welcome, sir. So we discussed about the semiconductor shortage with him, and he might be attend over this meeting to schedule about the activities what are we are ongoing to, and he'll like to be supply the semiconductors to our company. So this is I shortlisted some of the companies over here. Taiwan manufacturers in the zone semiconductor services manufacturers. Excuse me, Secretary, can you put this one? Yeah, this is a chart title, and they were ongoing. This slide, please. This is the finalized companies I chosen, and I already sent a mails to these various companies, and I chosen ST Microelectronics. They are the semiconductors with them as a bulk product. So as I believe that is the confirmation of the panel board, we can continue this. That's all. Thank you.
Good evening to Management Gallery. As we all know that we are going through the crisis in the countries, as already told by the supply chain head, Mr. Ashish sir. It's a big crisis, and our manufacturing has been reduced to 50% in the last 9 to 10 months. From the month of March itself, the COVID situation has affected us, and we want to reduce our employees to 50%. As like after the month of June, we get the problem of semiconductors. As we are the market leaders, we are getting more orders. The sales department has placed many orders among these 10 months, and the production department is not able to keep up with the orders of the sales department. The problems of semiconductors had affected us in a very vast manner. I had already sent a mail to the supply chain manager in the month of July regarding the shortage of semiconductors in our company. Actually, he is doing his best, but we are in need of 150 crores of semiconductors in the 10 months. But we are only able to get 53 crores semiconductors. As these semiconductors are not available, we won't be any more able to manufacture our cars. And from the month of March to November, we had 47,200 orders for our cars, and we could produce only 25,700 cars. That means 21,500 cars booking are pending for us. This means that actually out of our total bookings, we could only produce 50%. It's mainly because of two reasons that we had that one we had already discussed in our previous meeting, and that now it's mainly because of semiconductors. And we are in a hurry of shutting down our plant in Gujarat. As our Gujarat plant is producing more, and there is a large need of semiconductors in our Gujarat plant, and we are in a high risk or a high we are in a high compelled state, so that we want to close our Gujarat plant, and or we want to reduce our production there. And in our plants, Chennai, we have 3 plants, right? In our plants in Chennai and Mumbai, we want to reduce the production of Chennai plant by 25% and Mumbai plant by 80%. Till now, we had used 50 crores semiconductors, only 5 to 7 crores of semiconductor left with us. We had a best-selling model of Retron EV. The EV needs 2,500 semiconductors in a single car itself. So either we want to cancel some bookings or to stop taking bookings in after this month. This is all what I want to present. Thank you.
So I have one request because we have 3 plants in Chennai, Gujarat and Delhi. So from these plants we have a lot of unskilled laborers. So likewise the sweepers and contract workers. So I am requesting you to before you stopping the production, we have to concern the daily, because they are the daily wage earners. So we have to concern their livelihood also. So I am requesting you to take any feasible solution for this particular problem.
Closing down our production is not a feasible solution in this situation. As I have explained this previous meeting, I have plans for the sales coming the festival season. We are expecting the 30% growth for sales in this festival season. Last year we could achieve the sales target because of the massive sales of same season. I understand the seriousness of the issue, semiconductor chips shortage issue, but we have to think about the other feasible situations which come in the interest of for us. We were expecting the 40 to 50% of sales in future. Also, we have new model launch Revolt in last June. Doing is very good. Its number continues from the inception. The bookings are only rising up so good. And if the delivery of those booking get delays, will negatively impact for future sales. We cannot ask for the customers to wait for more. Our brand image is really important. Faster deliveries has been our USP, one of the USP in several years. We cannot risk breaking our image. So hope board members will understand my concern and find well feasible solutions.
My HR head and the sales said we already have an issue of supply chain issue due to the pandemic situations. As the result, we have serious problem on cash flow. We are also in the best hope for the festival season's upcoming sales to maintain the cash flow situations. As our head of supply chain manager has told, we have a source of raw materials from European countries. But I have to raise my concern about that budget, because we already got our raw materials from Chinese and Japanese countries with a very low cost. In the same cost in European countries, I think so that is possible or not, I don't know that. Marketing will increase, it may increase our operations costs vastly. Our supply chain manager has said, we has sent me the many companies list and their quotations. I have identified that operational cost will increase 3% per unit. That also affects our 3% profit in overall the unit sections. In this case, we have to increase our cost only the way to balance the cash flow requirements. So that is not possible, because we hit our cost leadership policy. If we increase the price, we may lost our market. So we can't make a permanent tie-up with those European countries. So I request our supply chain head to have talks with them company as a temporary solution only.
So with all respect to your words, as we have limited number of semiconductor sectors, we have only 53 crores semiconductors. We are in need of 150 crores in this time. Means about 80 to 90% of shortage is there. How can we manage this one? It's, in my opinion, if we are continuing production in this manner, or we have till October, it will be making a huge loss for our company, as we are not producing much and we are using our employees' machineries. All this will make an additional cost to our company. So, not to make that, I again insist to either to reduce the production, to reduce the labors, or to reduce the production of our company, and or to shut down the Gujarat plants.
Our plans, so we have to make a feasible solution, so we have to go with the cutting down of production. So what is your plan about that?
The more produced car is a Revolt EV. As EV is going to our first EV SUV is introduced into the market. It is high in production. So one solution for this problem is we can take fewer bookings of the other cars, and we can take more bookings of the EV. As 2,500 semiconductors are needed in a single product of EV. So as it is our fast moving product, if we take the more bookings of EV and taking less bookings of the other cars, and we can inform our customers that we had increased the booking time for other cars, and we can concentrate on the production of our EV. Then the fast delivery can be also done, and we can also continue our productions.
Our supply chain manager has any opinion about this?
Yes, sure. While we are closing or shutting our production plant, we lose our customers. That's one of the primary things that I would like to say. So, without closing of the production plant, we have to increase, or at any cost, we have to implement our semiconductor shortage to cover up it. So, I already said over that I shortlisted some of the companies over here, ST Microelectronics, NSP, Semiconductors, Infineon, and Bowjana. So, I welcomed one of the company representative over here. So, he said that we are going to be tied up with the ST Microelectronics. They said they can bulkily send their semiconductor chips to our plant. So it's according to the financial area, some of our profits might get decreased, but we can't get our customers to be a better way. What I'm trying to say is that we cannot lose our customers, or we cannot lose our market at any cost. We have to be okay. So that's why what I'm seeing a solution is we have to go with ST Microelectronics.
So when are you expecting the next batch of semiconductors to arrive?
It's soon. It's have some paperwork over there. So we are planning to get it over as soon as possible.
Okay. So we will go with proposal by our production manager Jeevan, that is we are going to produce a Revolt EV in the same stretch, and we are going to cut down the production of our old cars so that we can use that semiconductors for producing more Revolt EVs, which is very successful in the Indian market. So any more comments?
Yes, sir. So other two fast-moving cars also are also with us, like Hold and Supra. Supra and Hold is fast-moving along with the Electron EV. So we can produce that too also, sir. But as we are functioning our 3 production units, we should consider producing more number of cars. If the shortage can be fixed by this month, I think we can run our production smooth, sir. As in the COVID situation, we have reduced our number of employees to 70%. So we can continue in the same situation, not by increasing the employees. In the same situation, we can continue. We can have such
the production, and you have to submit it to the finance sector as soon as possible, and the marketing sector also, so they can make the bookings as with respect to your production. As you all already know, our parliament has brought a new law for the industry, safety law. I call upon our HR manager Hasina to
recently. The implication of this law is to ensure that the safety in our company for the employees, because in Indian industries there are less concerning the importance of safety regulations of our employees. The parliament has enacted such kind of law recently. I would like to assign some of the safety officers for the proportional manner for employees. We have 3 plants in Chennai, Gujarat and Delhi. In Chennai plant, around 600 employees, and the rest of the other plants have 500 each. I'd like to assign with a proportion of 25 safety officers to Chennai plant and 30 officers to Gujarat and Delhi plant. I am recruiting the very experienced, at least 5 years experience of safety officers with the qualification of NABORD certificate, National Examination Board of Safety, Occupational Safety and Health certification. It's a valuable certificate. It's a certificate by British Safety Council. I request the finance head to allocate the budget for recruiting the safety officers to these 3 plants. Finance head is discussing the budget of the investment of the product. Can you please invest the sufficient investment for that recruitment of our safety officers?
Yeah, I have received your concern about that. But unfortunately, we are not allocate that much budget in this year. We will see later.
So can we discuss that point?
Yeah,
later?
I will discuss about that.
I will even the proportion manner for how much the salary wages. So we can discuss it later.
Yeah, we will discuss it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we will postpone the discussion. Okay, so we can move on to item number 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so item number 3 also, as our finance manager CFO has raised a concern in the last meeting that the CSR budget is not submitted yet, and they have allocated over 8 crores for the CSR activities, and the report is not submitted and presented over the board. So I have invited our public relations officer, Mr. Atul, to present our CSR activities report.
Good afternoon all. Thank you for inviting me to this board meeting. As the concern raised by our CFO in the previous meeting, I'm happy to present the CSR report of the financial year 2021. As we all know about the country was suffering the COVID pandemic. In that time, we achieved 7.5 lakhs of people in the financial year. Our company has supported 1.4 lakh individuals, including migrants, daily wages, and those who lost their livelihood and those who were left stranded to afford to seek shelter in transit camps, and served over 3.4 lakh cooked meals to 13,000 people, and provide 100 tons of dry rations to 20,000 family and 13 units of safe drinks water. And we are helping to donate ventilators and 100 beds and 14 oxygen cylinders to government hospital and specific set up COVID-19 treatment centers. Our rate has reached almost corners of our country. Our CSR footprints covers all 28 states and 8 union territories. Some of the major areas where AIDS reached approximately 0.25 lakhs in Patnagar and 0.38 lakhs in Lucknow, about 3 lakhs in Jamshedpur and 0.94 lakhs in Pune, 0.2 lakh in Dharwad and above 1 lakh in Mumbai and 0.3 lakh in Sanam. We are focusing on the areas like health, employment, environment, and education. Firstly, health centers. Over 3.8 lakh people have benefited from the Omega's health programs, and 16% of malnourished children are healthy now with our programs, and above 1.3 lakh beneficiaries covered under COVID-19. Next is education. Almost 1.2 lakhs students gain across the quality education through our education program. Next is we are introduced the online coaching for JEE and NEET aspect, also achieve impressive result during the year. About 70% of students who achieve JEE advanced got placed in IIT and NWT. Next is employment. Massive employment opportunities, about 0.17 lakh in total reaches, and increasing the annual income above 1.2 lakh, and the opportunities of trained laborers and youth got employed in 68%. The last one is the environment. We are planted 1.1 lakh trees, 1.1 lakh sampling of indigenous varieties, out which has 18% of survival rate of planted, and transforming some areas like habitats for varieties of flora and fauna. And the most important thing is that additionally our company donated to pay 7.2 crores, in which the 15% of contributed by our employees itself. Thank you.
We have completed all our 3 items for today. So we have completed all our objectives for this gathering. So this is the overview.
Followed by our production manager, successor to shut down the production, our HR head, marketing manager, CFO commanded their opinions on this topic. In item 2, our HR manager pointed out the necessity of recruiting safety officers. In item 3, our public relation officer presented the CSR activities.
Okay, thank you. So let me sum up the meeting with the key points. So in item number 1, we have came to a decision that we are not shutting down our production, but we are going to cut down the production in each plants with a significant amount. So I need our production manager Jeevan to submit the next December 27. Okay. Thank you for coming to our meeting. Our public relations officer has came to our meeting by your invitation. So we have already presented our CSR activities. I am happy that the CSR activities of our company are going very well. So have to submit it as a report to all the board members. You have the deadline as December 20. Please note it. Okay. I am inviting our guest, supply chain manager of SC Microelectronics, Mr. Afnan, to raise his voice here.
So thank you for having me here. I know I'm representing the ST Microelectronics here. So I'll be going to supply the semiconductor for you. And as you can, we have a lot of discussion about your issue. And we are also facing this semiconductor issue because of the COVID pandemic. You all know that. So we are after done the paperwork, we can firstly move into the other works. So don't worry. I will to do maximum effort I will do to get your semiconductors. I'm giving you the assurance for that. Don't worry. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Afnan. Your presence is, we are blessed with your presence. So, so we can call up this. Our next meeting will be held on January 13. I am scheduling it for January 13. It is, I hope it is okay for everyone. So, thank you all for attending this meeting.